Hello student, welcome to my official YouTube channel, uh, Mathematics A-Level by Akib Khan. Here we are discussing the topic-wise questions of A-Level Edexcel examinations, and which came in the year from 2021 to 2024. And today's topic, which we have taken, is differentiation, and the subtopic which is there is chain rule, which is the part of a differentiation student. So in case of any queries or doubt, you can mail me here. This is my mail ID and this is my name. And if you are facing any type of issue, you can download this particular PDF which we will be working here in the description box. I'll be pinning this particular link there in the description box. And in case of any doubt or query, if you want that I should make the videos on any other particular concepts which you are facing difficulties in with whatever concept, so you can mail me here, that is fema@gmail.com. So let's start by doing the first question. It is given that they have given us an area in the figure. Sketch of the curve C with parametric equations they have given, that is x equals to 8 sine square t and y equals to 2 sine 2t plus of 3 sine t, with t lying between 0 to pi by 2. Show that the area of R is given by this particular equation. Okay. So we know what is area, student. Area of any curve is given by integration of y dx. Okay, this is the basics of area under the curve chapter. So this could be written as y dt cross of dx by dt. This could be written like this. I've just arranged the value, taken dt and dt in the numerator and denominator. So it could be just I've arranged this part. So y is equals to 2 sine 2t plus of 3 sine t. Why I have done this? Because the whole whole equations here, the parametric equations, are in the value of t, in the format of t. So we are doing this part. Okay, so we are arranging this way. So y dt. Okay, y dt if I write, so I'll be writing directly, that is 2 times sine of 2t plus of 3 sine t. Okay, this is y dt. Cross of dx by dt. Here, student, in the question they have given x equals to 8 sine square t. So from here, if I say what will be dx by dt, so it will be, if I differentiate this part, so you'll get 8 cross of 2 sine 16 sine t into cos t. Okay, this I have differentiated. This is the differentiation of a trigonometric function. So dx by dt is 16 sine t cross of cos t. So we'll be writing it here, that is cross of 16 sine t into cos t. So if I say we have got this value, so I'll be doing it here. So it will be 2 sine of 2t, 2 sine of 2t plus of 3 sine t, 3 sine t cross of, what is the dx by dt, that is 16 sine t cos t. Okay, student. Now on expanding this particular format, what we'll get, see, first what we need to do, I'll be telling the concept also here, students, if you want. Yeah. So we are applying the formula here, sine 2t is equals to 2 times of sine t into cos t. Okay, this is formula 1 which we'll be applying here. So what we'll get, 2 times of 2 times of sin t cross of cos t plus of 3 sin t. Okay, this could be written like this. Here you will getting 16 sin t cos t. On expanding it means we are multiplying this part. So what we will getting? Well, what we will be getting? We will be getting, student, 4 times of 64. See, this part cross of this part we are doing. This part cross of this part plus of this part. Okay, we are just multiplying it. So 4 cross of 16 will be 64. 64 times of sin square t cos square t plus of 48 times of sin square t into cos t. Okay. Now see, what is this? If I say what is this is sin square t cos square t. So second formula will be applying here, students. That is second formula, that is 1 minus of cos 4t by 8 is equals to sin square t cos square t. This is also one of the formula. So if we apply this formula here, what we'll get? Trigonometric formula here, we'll be getting 64 integration of sin square t cos square t could be written like this. So it will be cross of 1 minus of cos 4t upon 8 plus of 48 times of sin square t cos t. So if I solve it further, so we'll get 8 times of, so we'll get 8 into 1 minus of cos 4t plus of 48 times of sin square t into cos t. On opening this particular bracket, what we'll get? Integration of 8 minus of 8 cos 4t plus of 48 times of sin square t into cos t. Okay, this is the required value in the question. See, okay, don't forget to mention dt part, student. Everywhere dt will be written. So everywhere dt part will be written, dt part will be written, dt part will be written. So this is the value which they were asking for, and this what we have got also. 8 minus of 8 cos 4t plus of 48 sin square t cos t dt. Don't forget to write the dt, dt, dt. Okay. So this we have got. So integration of 8 minus of 8 cos 4t plus of 48 sin square t into cos t dt. Okay. In the next part, they have asked us to find the, using the algebraic integration, find the exact value area of R. Acha, one more thing. Here it is mentioned that where A is constant to be found. A is a constant to be found. In the region R, if I see, the region R shown shaded in the figure 6 is bounded by C, the x-axis and the line with equation x equals to 4. So it is under the area, it is bounded by the x-axis and the line with the equation x equals to 4. Okay, see, student, this particular region they have asked for. What will be the upper limit in this case? This is the lower limit, that is 0, and it is 0 here in the function, the integration. The lower limit is 0. Similarly, the upper limit will be 4, because till x equals to 4, we are getting the region R, which we need to find after integrating. So A will be, what will be A? The upper limit will be till 4. So we'll be plugging the value of 4 here into the x part. So what we'll get, 4 equals to 8 times of sine square sine square a. Okay, this is x equals to 8 sine square t. The upper limit of this particular equation is x equals to 4, because this is the range which is below, means which is to the left hand side of this line, x equals to 4. See, this region they have asked. So this will be the upper limit. So upper limit, we are plugging the values. A equals to, we need to find the value. So 8 sine square a, this will be our upper limit. X will be x equals to 4. So we have plugged in this value. After calculating it further, what we will be getting, 4 by 8 equals to sine square a. So this value got cancelled, that is 1 by 2. On what trigonometric value we are getting 1 by 2? Since there is a square on the right hand side, so we can say that it could be written as sine square pi by 4. This particular part equals to sine square a. So from here we can say the value of a will be equals to pi by 4, which is belonging in the range also. This is belonging in this particular range also. 0 is t is greater than or equal to 0 and is less than or equal to pi by 2. So this will lie in the range. So the value of a here will be pi by 4. So this is the solution of where a is the constant to be found. So a is equals to pi by 4. Now in the next part, they have asked us to calculate the area. So it will be 0, it will be pi by 4, the upper limit. Now integrating it further, what we'll get, 8 negative of 8 cos 4t, 0 to pi by 4, this is the upper limit now, plus of 48 sine square t. This part, student, cos t could be also written as the d times of sine t, d by dt of sine t. Whether after differentiation of sine t we'll get cos t. So this part we are writing directly as d by dt of sine t. We are arranging here. As usual, don't forget to mention the dt part. So what we'll get here, we'll get 0 to pi by 4 on integrating. So I'll directly write the integrating part, students. First here 8, no value is here, so it will be directly 8 times of t. Okay, I'm integrating now. Negative of 8 times of, what will be the integration of cos 4t? It will be 1 by 4 sine 4t. Okay, plus of 48 times of, what will be the integration of this part? What we can see here, it will be integration of sine square t into d by dt of sine t. It will be sine of cube t upon 3. Okay, how I have written it, integration of x square dx is x cube by 3. Similarly, integration of sine square t d by dt of sine t will be sine cube t by 3 from the range 0 to pi by 4. Just cancel out the term here, you'll get 16, here you'll get 2. On simplifying it further, we'll get 8t negative of 2 sine of 4t plus of 16 times of sine cube t, 0 to pi by 4. How to expand this part, integration part? we know that we will be keeping the upper limit negative of lower limit. So I'm plugging the value of pi by 4 in this part and 0. So I'll directly plug the value of, first we'll be plugging the value of this part as a pi by 4. So let's do here itself, student. Yeah. So on keeping pi by 4 in this expression, what we'll get? 8 times of, at pi by 4, I'm writing here, students, at pi by 4. So we'll get 8 times of pi by 4 negative of 2 times of sine 4t, sine 4t, sine 4 into pi by 4. Plus of 16 times of sine cube of pi by 4. Okay, this is the particular value, so we'll need to calculate it. So sine, so what we'll get here, we'll get 2 pi here, 2 pi negative of, this part will be 0, plus of 16 times of sine, here we'll get sine pi, so it will be 0, plus of 16 times of sine cube pi by 4, so it will be 16 times of sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, so 1 by root 2, the cube of 1 by root 2 will be 1 by 2 root 2. This at pi by 4 we are getting this value. Now at t equals to 0, student, if we plug the lower limit here, so what we are getting, we can see 0 0 0. At t equals to 0 we are getting 0, so this is only the required value. So on calculating it further, we'll get 2 pi plus of 2 8 just 16, 8 by root 2, 8 by root 2. On calculating it further, we can get 2 pi plus of 8 by root 2. This we are getting, it could be written 2 pi plus of 4 times of root 2. This is the area of the required region. Area of the required region. Okay, 2 pi plus of 4 root 2. Hence using algebraic integration, find the exact area of R. So this will be the area of this particular region R. 2 pi plus of 4 root 2 units. Okay. Now let's move ahead. They have given a certain curve equation, student. Find dy by dx in terms of x and y. First part is this. Let's solve it. Dy by dx in terms of x and y. X cube plus of, I'll write the curve equation, that is x cube plus of 2xy plus of y square is equals to, plus of 3y square is equals to 47. So okay, let's do the differentiation here. So you'll get 3x square plus of, we are differentiating it with respect to x, student. So 2 times of, here we'll be applying chain rule. First differentiation of x will be 1, so we'll be writing 1 y plus of x will be written like this, and differentiation of y with respect to x will be dy by dx plus of 3y square. The differentiation of y square will be 2y, so it will be 3 cross of 2y into dy by dx. Cross of dy by dx equals to 0 because it is constant, so differentiation will be 0 here. Okay. So what we are getting, 3x square. Okay. So 2y, I am opening this bracket student, 2y plus of 2 times of x dy by dx plus of 6y dy by dx is equals to, this part we are transposing to the right hand side, so it will be negative of 3x square. Same 2y, again this part also we are transposing to the right hand side, so it will be negative of 2y. Here we will be deleting this part. Here if I say taking dy by dx as common student, so we will get 2x plus of 6y equals to minus of 3x square plus of negative of 2y. So what values we will get? Dy by dx equals to negative of 3x square negative of 2y upon this, we will be taking it to the denominator, so it will be 2x plus of 6y. So they have asked us for this particular expression of dy by dx, so we have got it, dy by dx in terms of x and y. So we have got the value of dy by dx in terms of x and y. In the next part, the point P minus negative of 2 comma 5 lies on the curve. Find the equation of the normal to the curve at a P, giving your answer in the form ax plus of by plus of c equals to 0. Okay, this particular point is lying on the curve. So at negative 2 comma 5, what will be the slope of this particular curve line at negative 2.2 comma 5? So at negative 2 comma 5, just plug the value of x equals to negative 2 and y equals to 5 here, so we'll get the values, means we'll get the slope of this particular curve dy by dx at negative 2 5. So we'll get negative of 3 times of x square is negative of 2 whole square negative of 2 times of 5 upon 2x. So 2 times of negative 2 will be negative 4 plus of 30. So what values will be getting here, students? Dy by dx equals to minus 3 cross of 4 will be negative 12, negative of 10 upon denominator will be 26. So we are getting here negative 22 upon 26. So we can say we are getting negative of 11 by 13. This is the slope. Okay. Now in the question they have asked to find the equation of the normal to the curve at P. What is the equation of the normal, student? Equation of the normal to any curve, is given by y negative of y naught equals to minus of 1 by m x negative of x naught. Okay. Why I have written negative of 1 by m here? Because slope of normal and tangents are perpendicular in nature. So we have got the slope of tangent here, means slope we have got. So for getting the slope of normal, we will be plugging the value of m here, and the point was negative 2 comma 5. So y negative of 5 equals to negative of 1 by m we have got negative of 11 by 13, negative of 11 by 13, x minus of x naught. So x naught will here will be negative 2, so it will be positive 2, x plus of 2. This and this got cancelled, so we will get y negative of 5 equals to 13 by 11 cross of x plus of 2. Okay, on on cross multiplication we'll get 11y negative of 55 equals to 13x plus of 26. So from here, if we transpose 11y to the right hand side, so 13x negative of 11y plus of 81. This we are getting as the format of ax plus of by plus of c. Ax plus of by plus of c equals to 0. Where a, b, c and are integers to be found. So a here is, students, a here is 13, b here is negative 11, c here is 81. Okay, this is the particular values according to the question. Okay, students. This was the solution. This is how we need to find the equation of the normal to the curve. Now let's come to the next question, that is, they have given a certain equation y equals to fx, where fx is given particular equation. Okay. Let's do this part. Fx is given by 7x e raised to the power x upon root of e raised to the power 3x negative of 2. Okay, so can we write this part as 7x e raised to the power x? If we are keep this denominator to the numerator, if we are taking this denominator to the numerator part, we can write this part as e3x negative of 2 raised to the power negative of 1 by 2. This is what is fx. So the first part is show that function, that the derivation, so derivative of the function fx is given by this particular format. So let's do this part. Means we need to apply the chain rule here. So differentiation of f prime x will be equals to, we are differentiating now, students, 7 times of, okay, this here we can see that here are 3 functions given. So first let's suppose we are taking x into e power x as first function. So 7 times of x e raised to the power x differentiation. Okay, first part we have differentiated, I've just marked with dash here, into e raised to the power 3x minus of 2 raised to the power negative 1 by 2 plus of again 7 x e raised to the power x. I am applying chain rule here. First function is I've done the differentiation. I've written dash here in place of differentiation. Now in the second part, the first part will be remain constant and the derivation of the second part will be written. So derivation of the second part here, student, will be negative of 1 by 2 into e raised to the power 3x negative of 2 raised to the power minus 3 by 2. I'll write it here, otherwise we'll get confused. Plus of 7 times of x e raised to the power x cross of negative 1 by 2 e raised to the power 3x minus 2 into negative of 3 by 2 cross of 3 raised to the power e power 3x. Okay, this we are getting as the differentiation. Okay. F prime x can be written as, now here the differentiation of this part, it will be student 7 times of differentiation of this part will be e power x plus of x raised to the power e power x. This part is e power 3x negative of 2. We'll write it downwards, so we can write it like this, and the denominator will get e raised to the power 3x negative of 2 raised to the power 1 by 2. Okay, now let's move ahead. Negative of 7 by 2, so it will be 21 by 2. First we need to write this part, 21 by 2 x raised to the power x e raised to the power x, x e raised to the power x, x e raised to the power x, x e raised to the power 3x, okay, into e raised to the power 3. So division of e power 3x minus of 2 raised to the power 3 by 2. So we have got this value, student. Okay, let's calculate it further. So if I take the if I take the LCM here, student, so the LCM part will be 2 times of e raised to the power 3x negative of 2 raised to the power 3 by 2. Okay, this will be the LCM. Here you will get 14 times of e raised to the power x plus of x raised to the power ex into e raised to the power 3x negative of 2. Because on adding plus 1 part to this part, we will get 3 by 2. So plus 1 will be e power 3x negative of 2, which I have written here in the multiplication part. Negative of 21 into x raised to the power e x and e power 3x. Okay, if I say, yeah, take 7 common from the numerator part, so in the bracket what will be remaining? 2 will get, and we are opening this, we are expanding this particular expressions here. So after expansion what we'll get? E raised to the power x, e raised to the power 3x, negative of 2 e raised to the power x plus of x e raised to the power x, e raised to the power 3x, negative of 2 times of x e raised to the power x, negative of 7 we have taken common, so you will get 3 times of x raised to the power ex, e raised to the power 3x. In the denominator, student, the same part will be written 2 times of e raised to the power 3x negative of 2 power 3 by 2. Okay. Hmm. In the whole expression, in the numerator part, student. Okay. This will be the closed bracket here. Yeah. In the numerator part, student, what we can see as common is e power x. So we'll take e power x common as well. E power x as common. So what we'll get here, 7 e raised to the power x, it is common here. In the bracket, what will be the remaining value? We'll open this part, so you'll get 2 times of e power 3x negative of 4 times negative of 4 plus of 2x e raised to the power 3x plus of 2x e raised to the power 3x minus of 4x minus of 4x. Here e power x was common, so 3 times of x e raised to the power 3x. 3 times of x e raised to the power 3x. This is what will be left on the numerator part, student. In the denominator part, 2 e raised to the power 3x minus 2, 2 e raised to the power 3x minus of 2 power 3 by 2. Okay. See here, students, this part and this part are having the same coefficients. So what value we'll get here? We can calculate this part. So we'll get 7 e raised to the power x, 2 e raised to the power 3x, negative of 4 plus of 4x, sorry, negative of 4, negative of 4x, here you'll get negative of x e raised to the power 3x upon 2 times of e raised to the power 3x negative of 2 raised to the power 3 by 2. Okay. So if I arrange it further, we'll get 7 e raised to the power x upon 2 times of e raised to the power 3x negative of 2 raised to the power 3 by 2. In the bracket part, if I take e power 3x as common, so e power 3x in the bracket 2 negative of x minus of 4 negative of 4x. Okay, this is the expression which we are getting. Now come to the question, student. In the question, if I compare this part with the required part, so we can say here they have written plus of ax plus of b. So we need to find a and b are constant to be found. So everything is common here. See, everything is common here. And the value of a and b also we have found from here. We have found what is a? See, plus of ax plus of b was there. Plus of ax plus of b. So from here we can say the value of a will be negative 4 and the value of b will be negative 4 on comparing this equation with the required with the given equation in the question. So a is negative 4 and b is negative 4. This is the differentiation part. So this is the application of chain rule, student, which was given in the paper, I guess 2021 or 22, which they have given. It's quite difficult, but anyhow we have got the values a equals to negative 4 and b equals to negative 4. Hence show that x coordinate of the turning point of the curve are the solution to the equation. Two e raised to the power 3x minus 4 upon e raised to the power 3x plus of 4. Okay. This part is need to be kept as d f prime x. Now what we need to do, we are keeping this part as a 0. So what we will get here, 7 times of e power x upon 2 times of e power 3x minus of 2 raised to the power 3 by 2 e raised to the power 3x, e raised to the power 3x, 2 minus of x, 2 minus of x, negative of 4, negative of 4x, negative of 4, negative of 4x equals to 0. This need to be kept as a 0 part. Okay. So if I see this function, student, what they have asked for, that this is the solution of this particular expression, 2 e raised to the power 3x minus of 4 upon e raised to the power 3x plus of 4. Okay, so this will be kept as a 0. It means the multiplication of these expressions should be 0. Okay, so this expression cross of this expression, the multiplication of these expressions should be 0. So let's do this part. So either this part should be 0 or this part should be 0. So if I keep this part as a 0, student, let's see this part, if we are keeping this as a 0, this part we are taking here. So e raised to the power 3x, 2 minus of x, negative of 4, negative of 4x equals to 0. If I'm keeping this part as a 0. So what we'll get? 2 times of e raised to the power 3x, negative of x raised to the e raised to the power 3x, negative of 4, negative of 4x equals to 0. If we transpose x component to the right hand side, so we'll get 2 e raised to the power 3x, negative of 4 equals to x times of e raised to the power 3x plus of 4. So from here what we'll get, x is equals to 2 raised to the power e raised to the power 3x negative of 4 upon e raised to the power 3x plus of 4. This is the required value which they have asked in the question. Okay. So the x coordinate will be this part which we have calculated here. So this function I have kept as a 0. So one of the function, after keeping the x equals to 0, we have got this value, that is x equals to 2 e raised to the power 3x minus of 4 e raised to the power 3x plus of 4. Okay. In the question, the student's equation has two positive roots alpha and beta, where beta is greater than alpha. A student use the iteration formula. Okay, okay. So the student is using the iteration formula. Okay. y is equals to 2 e raised to the power 3x minus of 4 equals to upon e power 3x plus of 4. See this equation as well, student. Now what they have done, they have substituted this value, this particular value the student is taking as y. Okay, this the student is taking this value as y. With x1 equals to 1, we need to start to find the approximation for beta. Okay. X1 equals to 1, we need to start. This is the function. Okay, let's do it. It's quite good question, student. See, x n plus of 1 is equals to, it is given in the question, student, 2 e raised to the power 3 x n negative of 4 upon e power 3 x n plus of 4 plus of 4. Even in the question also, student, they have mentioned, in the question also they have mentioned that y is equals to, student is taking y as 2 e raised to the power 3x negative of 4 upon e raised to the power 3x negative plus of 4. This the y student is taking. If we are okay, with x1 equals to 1 can be used to find an approximation for beta. So let's do it. X1 equals to 1. X1 equals to 1. It is given in the question. X1 is equals to 1. Plug this value here. So what we'll get x2? We'll get 2 times of e raised to the power 3x1 negative of 4 plus of upon e raised to the power 3 times of x1 plus of 4. Now in the question they have told that x1 is equals to 1. So we'll plug the value of x1 here 1. So what we'll get? 2 e raised to the power 3 we'll get 2 e raised to the power 3 negative of 4 upon e raised to the power 3 plus of 4. Cross of 2 negative 4 is 36.17. 36.17 in the numerator part, and on the denominator part it will be 5.09. .10. So x2 we are getting, student, as 7.106. Okay. So for x1, if I'm getting the value, if we are plugging the value of x1 1, so x2 we are getting as 7.106. Okay. So for 1, let's say that we are getting this part, iteration part, if I say, so we are getting the value as 7.106. Okay. So if we are getting x1 equals to 1, so we are getting 7.106. So our first coordinate will be 1 comma 7.106. This is our first coordinate. Now if you are plugging the value of x2 in this particular equation, so for x3 what we'll get? X3 will get 2 times of e raised to the power 3 times of x2, 3 times of 7.106 negative of 4 upon e raised to the power 3 times of x2 is 7.10 plus of 4. So what this is our first coordinate, student. So let's see what we are getting for x3. So 3 cross of 142 cross of 2 negative of 4, we are getting 281.1221 upon e 3 cross of 7.10 plus of 4, we are getting 146.60. So on dividing it, what we'll get? .9182. So x2 we are getting as 1.918. Yeah, so x3 we are getting 1.918. Now 1.918 we are getting. So if I plug this value in x4, so what we'll get? So for x4 again we need to plug this value there. So we'll get x power 4, we'll get 2 times of e raised to the power 3 times of 1.918 negative of 4 upon e raised to the power 3 times of 1.918 plus of 4. Let's solve this value x4. So what we'll get here? E raised to the power 3 cross of 1.918 cross of 2 negative of 4 73.04 is what we are getting on the numerator part upon e raised to the power 3 cross of 1.918 plus of 4 42.52. So what value we are getting here? 73.04 divided by 42.52. So we are getting as 1.717. 1.717. Okay. So x on plugging the value of x2 equals to 7.106, we'll get x3, that is 1.918. Now similarly, if I want to calculate it for x5 and x6, x5 will be 2 times of e raised to the power 3 into 1.717 negative of 4 upon e raised to the power 3 times of 1.717 plus of 4. Let's see what we are getting. E raised to the power 3 cross of 1.717 is 34.48 into 2 negative 4. We are getting 64.97 on the numerator, and e times of 3 times of 1.717 plus of 4, we are getting 38.48. So we can say here that on division 38.48, 1.68, this we are getting as x5. Okay, so x3 we have got, x4 we have got, x5 we have got. On x6, let's see what we'll get. 2 times of e raised to the power 3 into 1.68 negative of 4 upon e raised to the power 3 times of 1.68 plus of 4 e raised to the power 3 cross of 1.68 cross of 2 negative of 4, we are getting 63.48 upon e raised to the power 3 cross of 1.68 plus of 4, we are getting 37.743. So what we'll get here, 63.48 upon 37.743, that is 1.681. So now finally we have got our value. We can see that x5 is 1.68 and x6 is 1.6819. So here the value becomes stagnant. So we can say that one of the root of this particular equation beta will be equal to, they have asked for value of x3, which we have calculated, and we have also seen that we have got the value of beta where this value gets stagnant is 1.68. So beta will be approximately equal to 1.68. Okay, so after 4 or 5 time iterating this function, we have got the value that is beta equals to 1.68. Now in the next part, student, they have told that show that alpha is equals to 0.432 to 3 decimal places. Use suitable interval and a suitable function that should be straightened. Okay, so if I take alpha as 0.432, beta is greater than alpha in the question. Okay, and we need to show this particular function that alpha is 0.432. So if I see here, I'll be calculating it here only. If I plug the value of alpha equals to 0.432, show that alpha is equal to 0.432 to 3 decimal places. If I plug this value here, student, 0.432 in the particular question, okay, let's suppose like alpha is equal to 0.432, it is given. So let's put the value of alpha equals to 0.432 in the particular expression. So what we'll get, I'll take one more slide here itself. So a function fx is given by 7x e raised to the power x upon root of e raised to the power 3x minus of 2. First I am taking alpha is equals to 0.431. Let's say I am taking this particular value, alpha equals to 0.431. So it will be satisfying this equation. So just plug the value. So it will be 0.431 into e raised to the power 0.431 upon root of e raised to the power 0.431 cross of 3 negative of 2. Let's do it. Let's see what we are getting here. 7 times of 0.431. Okay, first. Okay. we are getting 4.642 upon e raised to the power 0.431 cross of 3 root of e raised to the power 0.431 cross of 3, we are getting 4.616 negative of 2. So here we will be getting 2.61, so here the root will be 1.617. So we are getting 4.642 upon 1.617. So here we will get the positive value. Okay. If we have plugged in the value of alpha equals to 0.431, so we are getting positive value. But if we are plugging alpha equals to, now we are plugging alpha equals to 0.432. We have taken alpha equals to 0.431. Now I am plugging alpha equals to 0.432. 0.432 upon e raised to the power 0.432 cross of 3 negative of 2. Seven cross of 0.432 e raised to the power 0.432. So we are getting 4.65 upon 0.432 cross of 3 negative of 2. We are getting 2.62. On underscore we are getting 1.618. So again we are getting the positive value. So this is also a positive value, student. Effects on keeping this function, the roots here. So alpha will be positive here also. Okay. If we are keeping this particular value x here to e raised to the power 3x minus of 4, so this will be the value f prime of x. Alpha is equals to 0.432. This we have plugged in the value 0.431 here in this particular functions to get the value here. So we can see that we are getting the positive value. In case if we are keeping this value here, x equals to 2 e raised to the power 3x minus of 4. So beta we have got. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll solve this particular value and I'll be commenting in my comment box that how we should be solving it further. So this was the 3 questions based on the chain rule, students. Okay, which came in the year from 2021 to 2023. So again we'll be making some of the videos based on the topics of previous years. So this was of chain rule. So we'll be meeting soon in the next video. Thank you.